What's up, everybody? So today we're going to Tristar in Repentigny. So it's not the headquarters of Tristar; it's an affiliation with Tristar. It's where Yves Jabouin, the UFC fighter, who did all his career in Tristar. So we're here on Notre-Dame. So you see that street, how it look, and then you got Tristar here, Yves Jabouin. I'll show you what's up inside. So once again, I'm with Yves Tiger Jabouin. So for those who don't know, he's the one who introduced me and give me my welcome to the professional MMA. With they say on Sherdog that he KO me in 0 seconds. That was the fastest KO
in history.
So, can you tell us a little bit how you welcome me in that MMA world?
First of all, I didn't. It was a referee stoppage, and it was what, first or second round?
Well, first round.
That was something like 20 years ago. We started on the feet, scored a takedown, and I mounted and started raining down. And back then, knees to the face on the ground was permitted, so it was not a good sight.
No, it wasn't. And me, I was practicing Jet Kundo, a little bit of Wing Chun Kung Fu. I believe in that straight blast in the Jet Kundo. And he showed me that MMA is so effective. And from there, there was my referee stoppage.
Yeah, referee stoppage.
There you go. All right, Yves, can you tell us a little bit about, or even everything about your career, why you started MMA, and why did we call you Tiger also as a nickname?
Okay, let's start with martial arts in general. I started martial arts at the age of 10. Started with Kyokushin Kai Karate. I'm a true I'm passionate about martial arts, so I've always wanted to try everything. So I started with Kyokushin, did Taekwondo, karate, kickboxing. When I turned 15, 16, I started competing in kickboxing. I had probably close to 20 amateur kickboxing fights, had a couple of titles as well. Then I just followed the trend. After kickboxing came MMA, came the early age of UFC. So started doing some grappling, some wrestling, and just transitioned into MMA, not knowing that it would eventually bring me to the UFC.
I heard you saying that you did even Kyokushin karate. So we hear some of those really, really good guys who come from that, like George St. Pierre that we know, and also Lyoto Machida.
Mhm.
And it seems that those guys do really, really good on their feet in MMA. So do you think that really helped you?
Absolutely, absolutely. My background in karate is probably where I take my style is very evasive style, a lot of kicks, spinning techniques. So that's definitely my background and a mix of karate and taekwondo.
Do you think it's that reason why you hit that hard? Because I remember, and I have to tell you guys that he still, to those days, after even 30 pro fight that I did, the guy who hit me the hardest with his right hand. Do you think it's because of your switch hips of karate? Well, I don't know because I'm not a karate specialist.
Possibly, it's probably a mix of different things. Probably the karate, the weight transferring from, I can't give all the credit to karate. Boxing's taught me a lot about like how to switch the hips and everything. Also, I've always been very active in fitness as well, fitness, weight training, conditioning. So it's a mix of different things, I would say.
Oh, okay. And what so people can know and understand, especially those one who want to become or training as a professional fighter, but they're in the beginning of their career. What was a week for you as a training week?
Like my week,
Yeah.
it was 6 days a week and 1 day of rest, consisting of doing MMA. You have to cover every style. You have to do your jujitsu. You have to spend a lot of time on the mats. You have to wrestle. And what I used to do is I used to go get my experience in different styles with the professionals. Like I would go wrestle at the wrestling club in Montreal. I would box at a boxing gym. I would do my grappling at jiu-jitsu under Faraz Zahabi at Montreal Tristar.
Yeah, and that's probably what who brought you in those high caliber league like WEC, and then you went to the UFC because that's the kind of recipe that George brought to the MMA, going to train with those boxer instead of boxing with MMA fighter.
Exactly.
So you become really good at boxing, then you become really good at wrestling because you go with all those
Exactly.
special guys. And then that brings me to those questions about what was your fight in the UFC? What was your best fight that you like you did?
Um, Uh, Two fights come to mind. There was my fight against Mike Easton, who was at the time ranked number 8, that I defeated. He was supposed to be the grappler, the wrestler, and I out wrestled him. And another fight that still to this day I was a really good fight for like thinking of if I was a fan was my fight against Mark Hominick. Even though I came up short with the he won that fight, but it was the craziest fight ever. I think it was nominated the fight of the year at that time in WEC. So it was craziest fight ever.
So it's a fight that you guys should go see if you didn't see it, huh? There you go. All right, so it's time for those questions. So I would like to ask you, which striking technique you like the best to do?
I My favorite striking techniques by far till to this day that I had the most success with is the spinning back kick.
Spinning, you were talking about it earlier, all those spinning stuff. And what would be the worst striking technique that you don't like to get hit with?
Um, Uppercuts.
Oh
Uppercuts.
yeah, that's not fun.
At all. And within my career, like I've been knocked out once, and it was that damn uppercut.
Yeah. Oh, that's vicious. And okay, so if we go to the ground, which BJJ best, like which best move of BJJ you like to do?
Um, I would say the armbar. And whichever position from mount, from under guard, which is I think it's a spectacular but simple, classy move.
Yeah,
That works.
it do works. And what would be the worst BJJ move that you don't like to get cut in?
um, Heel hooks.
It seems like every OG
Exactly.
doesn't like heel hooks, so I understand that. Okay, so it bring me those question of which would be the best meal you like to eat.
Oof. That's a tough one actually because I'm an eater. So I like Chinese food. I like the sweet and salty mix kind of thing. To have one specifically, we're gonna be here for a while.
Okay, so Chinese. All right, and what would be your best pre-workout meal?
Pre-workout meal, something light like sweet potatoes. To give me some good carbs. Sweet potatoes, probably chicken,
And then after training, what would be your best post training meal?
a nice steak.
Nice steak. Eh? A lot of those MMA fighters like steaks and red meat.
You know,
And what would be your best exercise to keep you in shape for your martial art days?
um, the airdyne bike. That was it's brutal, but it makes hell of a difference in conditioning. It works your cardio and also works the legs, the quads, the shoulders. I think it's a well-rounded exercise and a good machine to kill you. And it doesn't take much to kill you in an assault bike.
And you do it just like this normal, or you do it as a tabata?
Tabata.
Tabata. And
Exactly.
because I bring that name, maybe for some people who doesn't know what it is, tabata. Can you explain it?
Tabata is when you do intervals. Like you can go like 30 seconds hard, 20 seconds break, or you can switch that up. You can do 10 seconds go hard, 20 seconds break, and you repeat for like 10 intervals.
And I know what you're talking about. That's so hard, man. All right. And where would be the best gym that you like to train?
I gotta go with where I grew up and probably where you grew up as well. Tristar Montreal. That's the place that brought my game to the next level, and so I give all the credit to Tristar Gym Montreal under Faraz Zahabi to have brought me to a world elite level.
Yeah, we're kind of blessed, huh? Because
Yeah.
over there, because it's so well known, so high level, that everybody from the
Exactly.
world, if they want to come train, they come. So we can be in touch with all those different levels.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
going to sparring sessions, like you have like so many different guys, high level guys. You know, every fight you still have that little butterfly because so many high level guys over there.
Yeah, because you need that. Because what they say is you need to be in your not in your comfort zone, but
Exactly.
outside of your comfort zone.
Definitely.
And being in TriStar, even if you stay in the same
You're
gym,
never in your comfort zone.
no, because everybody from everywhere comes, so you're
Yeah.
still outside of your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Yeah. So people, you know where to go train. All right, and then bring me to the last question. Where would be your favorite place to travel?
My favorite place to travel. I think it's kind of relates to the food.
I was going to do a joke about it,
You know,
but I said
it
I
kind of
will
relates
wait.
to the food. Like I like Asian food. So I've never been, but I think probably my bucket list is to go to Japan. You know, it's probably like the birthplace of
Martial art.
exactly. You know, my first martial arts Kyokushin karate is probably to go to Japan. You know, go eat in Thailand on the way, and go chill in the Caribbeans after.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I'll follow you. All right, let's go with the flow. So I'm here with Yves Tiger Jabouin. So let's see if today, as a grappler, I'm capable of surviving one round, striking round with that specialist KO from the UFC. All right. Okay, so that brings me to telling you the secret. So the secret is work ethic. Work ethic is the key to success. Yeah. Boom.